Alright everybody, we're now out here on the, I think it's called Meadow Bank, not quite sure. As you see, this is not the ghetto, it's a very fancy house, and in this video today I'm gonna try to find the fanciest houses that I can find in Guyana. See how the rich people live in Guyana. There isn't even like a doorbell. Beautiful houses over there. See, you can't even really look inside of it because it has this huge wall, you know? So if you guys been wondering where all the oil wealth of Guyana went to, I don't know. It might be inside of here somewhere. Alright. Daguarias Park over here. Alright, look at that. I already see it might be more difficult to walk around here than in the ghettos. This is freaking residential park. No business allowed. Sheriff, no trespassing. Private property, residential authority only. Freaking look at this, like freaking barbed wire everywhere. I have to talk to the security guard. I do a video about like the nicest neighborhoods in Guyana.
The bus.
Yeah, get problem. Okay. Thank you, sir. Guess I'm technically not allowed to walk inside of here. I could just risk it and go inside, but on the other hand, you know, like one thing I'm more scared of than getting robbed is getting sued. Right? Look at this, there's like a car coming there. I want to stop that car. Excuse me, sir. Quick question. I'm a YouTuber or TikToker. And I do do videos traveling across Guyana and those kind of things. And I just saw by and saw this like one pretty nice neighborhood, and everybody always says like, you know, like the YouTubers only go to the bad neighborhoods. And I thought, you know, I go to the nicer neighborhoods. So you don't think it's a problem if I go check that out? Check out this house. This is like an old English style country house. Look at the grass. Look at that, man. Look at the red grass over there. That is shortcut to the brim, and nobody's here. They say like all these houses are empty. This is freaking crazy, guys. Crazy. What's that? This is still in development. Look at that, there's a cage in that side there. Maybe they have some like exotic birds in the cage or something. Crazy, guys, eh? Crazy. And the pool. Like you have all these nice, with sprinklers. You have all these freaking nice houses and nobody's living here. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. I don't know, man. All empty. Nobody's around here. You know, in the ghettos you have like freaking loud music. You have like party. Here you only hear like some guy, I don't know, doing some maintenance around here. And I also can imagine if you have one of those houses, like you always have guys to like cut your grass and like clean up because there's like huge houses and nobody's there always. I don't know. Freaking palm trees everywhere. It's fucking freaking the richest side of Guyana. And no doorbells. I would love to ring a doorbell and be like, hey, someone living here to talk to, but like no doorbells. Look at that. But that's probably because nobody's living here anyway. But there's still cars inside there. There's a car inside there, huh? Look at that house. Crazy, right? Crazy. What are you working here? Huh? What are you working here?
Maintenance.
You take care of the houses.
Yeah.
But there's nobody living here right now. Okay, so those are all empty. Okay. Why are they empty?
For the country. For the country.
So those are like the rich people who live in here, but they're out of the country. How much would you say one of those houses cost?
This costs, let me see. Wait till this is sale, you know.
This at sale?
Yeah.
How much for one of those nice houses?
We call it for this 3.5.
3.5 what?
Million US.
3.5 million US.
In a sale, right in a sale.
That's
you want to buy it?
A little bit of more cash, you know? Need to make a little bit more money, then we can get one of those things.
Roughly roughly 800 million Guyana dollars.
800 million Guyana dollar.
They have a
Yeah.
beach. You have a huge pool behind you.
Mhm.
Huge pool.
Would you like to live here in one of those houses one day?
Well, I plan to buy it myself, but it's there. I got the GRA.
Yeah.
Where do you get the money from?
Yeah, you need to get the money from, huh?
The GRA is question you where you make your money.
Yeah. All right, thank you, appreciate it. Let's do like through the fence. Everything is fenced up here. Thanks, man. Damn, freaking 3 million for this house. But I would have expected a little bit more. This seems like someone is actually living there. Don't tell me this guy has a private security guard. Well, he at least has a private, see that? It's like a place for a security guard. And there's no doorbell, right? Look at that, no doorbell. So if you want to go there, like you only go there if you get you're expected to go there. Let's have a look from outside of here. Nobody's there. Freaking, like all those buildings, nobody's there. They're all flown out. You know? Freaking crazy. Probably shouldn't say that on public. Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. No, I talked to all the workers. Most of them didn't want to be on camera. They said all empty. You know, you have all those fancy houses, nobody living here. Like the nicest neighborhoods in Guyana. And you live right next to the rich people's place.
Yeah, well,
That's crazy. That's the place where you're sleeping at.
yeah.
Fucking hell. Look at his house. Look at that house. That's the difference, eh? That's the difference. But you know what? Your house, way less rent than this house. Way cheaper, you know? Why spend all this money on this big house if you can live like this, man? Alright, appreciate it. What's your name? Mark. Ah, Mark. Alright, I love your energy. Good energy. Alright, take care, Mark. Look at that. Barbed wire. This house has only one barbed wire, one roll of barbed wire. Not that secure. You know, you could break in. You don't have the 2 barbed wires. You know, you always need 2 barbed wires. Or you're not safe. Check out this home. Bro, I don't want to say anything, but like this is not locked. But still nice house. Definitely live there. I don't know, forgot to lock the door. We have the Houston Estate. Warning, electrical gate. Pedestrian use side gate. Houston Estate. I don't know. There's no doorbell. Let's see if it's locked. Why the fuck not? Just walk it in. No, there's no private property sign. And no videoing sign. You can just walk inside of here. We see anybody? Look at this, guys. Freaking villa mansion. Gigantic houses. Not sure if that's like for one person, but it could be. No one. Right, guys, so we learned something new. These are like houses they rent out. Like most of these houses are houses they rent out for like years for like oil workers, right? Like this is all part of the oil complex for like high executive level oil workers, you know, high administrative oil workers, right? And one of these houses, like the house of the boss, you know, who owns this whole complex, and the rest is like rented out like for like a few years for, you know, the high oil workers. Yeah. Crazy difference you have between like those houses, you know, over there, some of the places some of the other people in Guyana live, right? And I think most of it has to do with the oil boom or with gold. And yeah, in Guyana, there are a lot of people who can get very rich, a lot of people who don't have a lot of money. The next day I switched up my outfit, go back to my Pilgrim's coat. I didn't have them last time, so let's see if we can interview some people today. So I'm here with the first resident who actually got out. I try my best, all vacant or not there, traveling. So thank you very much, thank you very much. What's your name?
I'm Matthew Vera.
Matthew Vera. And you told me before you're famous for racing?
Yeah, basically here.
You're
I'm the best motorcycle racer in Guyana. Well, for the circuit on the street.
You're the best motorcycle racer in Guyana.
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you. So, what is like living out here in this neighborhood?
It's actually really nice. You're not actually in town, but you're just a stone throw away. As you can see, it's always busy.
Yeah. But like, it's not like the most other neighborhoods. Most other neighborhoods, like people on the street with loud music. Here, it's just dead. Except like workers. No?
Not really. Guys would pass, you'd be in the house, you'd hear music, the trucks at night. Yeah,
well, yeah,
really
you have the street passing here, right?
Yeah.
But like, do people know each other? Like, do you know all your neighbors?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you still have like a neighborhood.
Yeah, but everyone is really busy. Mostly everyone is at home at night, but during the day, everyone is at their business or they're at work or something like that.
And I can show the house, right?
Yeah.
This is your house over there. Like, this is one of the nicest houses in Guyana, and look at this. What's his name?
That's Cooper.
Cooper. Nice to meet you, Cooper. So, can I ask you, what do you do, like, to afford this kind of house?
Right now, we're into a lot of construction.
Construction?
Yeah, we do contracts for the government. We also do private contracts. Also.
Right.
Buildings, houses, roads.
And what do most people here in this neighborhood do?
Basically, my two grandparents live over here.
Yeah.
They were into mining, and right now they actually build and sell aluminum boats.
Yeah.
And I have my uncle in the corner there. He's into mining, and then they have the other neighbors. They have Akbar next door. They have Mohammed's. They have Najab's.
I heard Mohammed is into gold, right?
Yeah.
Gold. So, actually, I would have expected more oil. I always thought, you know, like everybody here is oil, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Getting into that, you know.
It's just starting, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You need to get, okay, yeah. The oil guys come right now. In the next 10 years, it's gonna be all oil.
Right over there?
Yeah, over there. This neighborhood over there, all oil. It's all oil, guys.
Yep.
All right, appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So the good news is, this guy told me it's no problem if I film out here. Like, most of these houses are like his relatives. But look at that. Like, clean, freaking, well-maintained, no trash. Oh, there's one trash bottle. Look at that, one bottle. Even in the nicest neighborhoods, you have one bottle. You know what? Now you have 0 bottles. Gonna keep the environment clean here, you know? The wealthy people want to have a nice neighborhood too. Look at this house, man. Look at this house. This is Guyana. Just look at this garden. Like your own freaking pool. Could throw like killer pool parties out here. Look at that. Another pool. Everybody has their own pool in their garden. And it's so quiet, you know? There's nobody really in the streets out there. I mean, you're next to the highway, so it's not that quiet, but still. No, nothing like the ghettos. All right, let's check out Mohammed. Let's see if he's there. So this over there is the house of Azruddin Mohamed. I can't really go too close because the security guard told me I wasn't really allowed to film that. And yeah, Mohammed isn't there, and I don't know. I left my number, but I don't know. Apparently, yeah, not that chill of a guy. But that doesn't matter. There are other guys around here who are way more chill. Alright, let's see if we can get someone else. It's so hard to find people to talk to. It's all empty here. Look at this. There's no doorbell. You know? Awesome. Yeah, it's very difficult to find people to talk to, man. Yeah. Very shy people. So, what's your name?
My name is Ajif Singh.
Adri? Nice to meet you.
Ajif.
Ajif.
Yeah.
Ajif, you're Muslim?
No.
Are you Hindu?
Yeah.
Okay, Hindu. I met a lot of very wealthy Muslims when I did a video with a Muslim, but we have a Hindu here. And this is your home. Can I walk around a bit?
Yeah, sure.
This is your home. And how old are you?
I'm 24.
You're 24. You working?
Yeah.
What do you do, if I might ask?
I'm actually with my brother. We do
like, what industry are you guys in? Shipping industry.
Shipbuilding, ship maintenance.
Ship maintenance. I have a friend, his name is Captain Kenny. He has like a big cargo ship. He brought me here. You know Kenny?
Yeah, I do.
You know Kenny? Does Kenny live here too?
Yeah, I think he's Guyanese.
No, but not, he doesn't live around here.
No.
He doesn't have a nice house like this.
No.
He needs to do a little bit more shipping, huh?
Yeah.
But you know Kenny, man.
Yeah.
Kenny. For those guys who don't know, I arrived in Guyana on a cargo ship, right? So I'm like hitchhiking all over the place, and Kenny was the captain who actually brought me here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, now I talked to some other people, like some of them here are into construction. I thought it's all oil, but it's not. It's not really. Like some people over there are into like mining and those kind of things. But like with those houses, right? It's like kind of nobody really goes out. You know, there's no loud music on the streets. Something like.
Yeah.
Do you know your neighbors?
Yes.
Kind of.
Somewhat. Yeah, kind of. I think there's a church opposite to us,
Yeah.
and at the end, I think it's another street.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah.
But you know the other houses living around here, like
Yeah.
the guy living over there, over there.
So over there is a hotel.
This is a hotel. The brown one is a hotel.
Correct, yeah. The
Ah,
brown
okay.
one's a hotel, and then we have some neighbors over there, and the brown one as well is
Yeah.
neighbors as well.
So, you said, can you give me like a rough ballpark? How much is like a house in this neighborhood, like one of those houses, like
Not sure.
5 million?
Not sure. Given, especially with the oil, everything is inflated right now.
Yeah. Right, guys, I actually got a meal over here. That was good hospitality, right? I think you just have to break the break through once, you know, make some friends, and then, you know, people are gonna be nice to you. All right, Indian, what's that curry?
Fish curry.
Fish curry. Fish curry, gonna give that a try over here. Fish curry. Alright. That is actually very good. It is spicy. A bit spicy. Definitely a bit spicy, but I had way worse Indian food. Because so often, like people in the Indian community tell me something is like medium spicy, and then it's just unedible. It's just so bad. And there's even still the option to put more spice, right? I was at a wedding and they tell me like this is not spicy, and then you know you can put extra spice and then no extra spice, and then just try to eat it. It was inedible, man. It's so crazy. Yeah, you just love hot stuff. You like spicy?
It's not, yeah, for us it's not that spicy, but I guess for you.
For you it's not that spicy? So we've just been talking, you said your dad gave me some advice about life.
Yeah, my dad gave me some wise words. He says always be humble at
Yeah.
all times. No matter where you are,
Yeah.
what you're doing, always be humble.
Yeah.
And you know, life works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the dinner. I got like 3 waters from them now. I'm drinking all their waters. I'm making you guys broke. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. All their waters, man. But I'm so thirsty, man. Always stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated.
My dad grew up pretty poor.
Yeah.
He worked his way to get to give us what he didn't have.
Yeah.
And he always taught us, even though you grew up in something which was given to you,
Yeah.
always work your way to achieve what you want. Nothing
Yeah.
will be given to you in life, and I think it's life lessons that was taught to us. And,
Yeah.
You know, now growing up, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Can I ask how your dad started out?
My dad started out from being a market vendor.
Market
he
vendor.
would sell fruits and vegetables with his mom.
He started selling fruits and vegetables, like really out down there.
Yeah, correct.
Damn.
He worked his way up, and well, he worked in being in the fishing industry, fishing trawlers.
Like he bought fishing boat. He was a fisherman.
No, he I would say from selling in the market, he then got into trade, and then seafood became. He went in and ventured into a seafood trawler or a fishing vessel, and then he started from one, and then started making his investments.
Okay, so he went from being a fruit vendor, selling fish, then scaling it up kind of,
Yes,
and
yeah.
then eventually he's now building boats and repairing boats.
No,
I know.
that's a different industry. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Totally different.
He sells fish though.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Industry.
So fishing industry. Okay, I understand. But you're now in the boat building industry.
Yeah, my brother is in the boat building.
Ah, now we've got that.
Yeah.
That's now 5 water I've got so far. That's gonna be. I'm gonna bankrupt you guys. Too much water. All right. Thanks.
All right, have a good one.
All right. All right. So this hotel over here. People said they probably might also want to talk with me. This is, I guess, one of the nicer hotels here out in Guyana. So guys, we're now here at Park Range. I managed to get in contact with the manager, not the receptionist, the manager of Park Range Hotel. This is like fancy hotel, more, how do you say, upper class hotel?
You can say that.
Upper class hotel. and she said she's gonna show me around a little bit, show what a like hotel in this neighborhood looks like, right? All right.
So here we have our cafe area. Every Sunday we will usually have a brunch,
Yeah.
which usually costs $6,000 per person. Our wide variety of options. So more like local, I was like pepper pots and bread, saltfish and baked, blanche and roti.
So like local Guyanese food actually.
Local Guyanese food, yes.
That's nice. Look at those. That's a fan. This is a restaurant area. Pepper pot. You like pepper pot? What's your favorite Guyanese food?
I would say chicken curry.
Chicken curry.
Yes.
Chicken curry. So chicken curry or curry chicken?
Either way, it is still
Curry. Okay. Yeah. So how much is like one of those rooms for a night?
So the singles are $34,713 per night.
Yeah.
The double are $43,092. Of course, it comes with complimentary breakfast for 2
Yeah.
persons.
Can you show me one of the rooms?
Sure, no problem.
Just I want to see what's like. And you see that? This is where the foreigners are. I have seen like twice on the road I see foreigners. I now see foreigners here. This is a German guy. I spoke with him. He doesn't like social media. That's a French guy. Like this is like both European cars. So yeah. Look at that. You've got a piano over. All right. That is a very nice. What's that? This is like the hangout area? Coffee bar. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All right. So this is what you get for 35,000?
So this here is a double for 43,000.
43,000. Okay, you get double bed, you get the microwave and the fridge. It's in the fridge. Ah, the fridge is empty, okay. Fridge, you get some tea. And the balcony. Out here, your own balcony. Oh, let me just get that over here. Check that out. You can see the whole neighborhood. This is the house I visited before. And yeah, I went to the front that direction. That's nice. Very nice. I want to see the bathroom as well. All right. Shower. Okay. Way too nice for my my living standards. You know, guys, in 2 years I haven't slept in a single hotel. Well, technically there was this one hotel that kind of let me sleep in their laundry room, but yeah, way too fancy for my place. But I think there are a lot of people who might enjoy this kind of place. You want to show me one more? Another room? All right.
So this here is a single. That is for $34,713.
All right. This is a single room. Damn, that smell! It smells really good. I always feel guilty being inside of here. I feel like I don't fit inside here. It smells, I don't know, it smells very clean, very fresh. Everything looks clean. Everything is, I don't know, I don't make anything dirty with my shoes inside here. Okay. Very nice rooms. Thank you very much for showing me around.
Sure.
I feel like this is not my world, man. I have slept, I don't know, I don't think I've slept on any mattress like the last 2-3 months. Right? I only sleep on my sleeping mat, freaking sleep outside. I don't think I ever had my own room in the last 3 months, right? Where I can lock it up. Yeah, hotels are not my thing, you know? It's expensive. I travel lower, but you know, there are like people who enjoy that kind of stuff. How you doing? Yeah, now this is the industrial area, kind of the end of the fancy rich people's homes. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave me a thumbs up. No. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a subscription. And yeah, tell me what should I do next thing, Guyana. Maybe I'll do it. And yeah, see you next video. Take care.